Hey again. So today I kind of just wanted to just talk to maybe Japanese people, but pretty much just talking about my experience. But no, it's actually for everybody because like my experience being here so far, and at the same time maybe something Japanese people could do better in the future, or yeah, better for me, like to make me feel like okay, that's you're actually just want to be my friend, or you just want to do this, or you just want to do that. It's not really just like what you're doing now, but like pretty much like number one would be like staring. My God, staring. I don't know. It's different in America. In America, we don't too much stare. It's actually kind of a bad thing in America. Um, when somebody like stares too much, you actually think they want to fight in America. So, or I mean, not. Okay, yeah, pretty much, pretty much the majority of the time, you think they want to fight. So, obviously, I know I'm in a different country, so I'm not gonna think everybody wants to fight me. But at the same time, it's just like, wow, you could like not stare so much. I do understand. I'm foreigner. I'm probably like one of the only black people where I live. I think I've seen like one other person. Um, but I mean, it's just not just here, it's like everywhere. They'll just, people will just walk past me and then they'll stare for like a long period of time. I mean, like, we are here, you're passing this way, I'm going this way, and then you're like, and and the funny thing about it is like I'll actually just like look the whole time too, just to see if they're still watching me as they pass. So like if we're here and you're passing me and you're still staring at me as I'm supposedly not looking at you, but you're still looking at me, at this point I'm wondering like why? Like do you want to get to know me? Are you trying to be my friend? Do you just want to say something but you don't know how to say it? Are you just shocked that there's a black person here or foreigner? I'm not too sure. Um, I'm not white, as you know, so I don't really know the differences. I've heard differences like, oh no, well they'll stare like a little bit, but then they get past it. But like I get that super long stare, like so, yeah, I do know like this time around my hair is a lot different. It's actually bigger. I had different hairstyles while I was here. I think I straightened it a lot, and then after that I cut it down and I just had just the top growing out, and then I cut all of it off because I just want to start off and just do natural hair. So I went through like a lot of different phases. I do know I did get my hair done like one time at a salon, and like I don't know, it could be different here. But instead of just like one person working on my hair, like a second person came, and then I felt like she was more playing with my hair than actually like perming it. So I was just like, okay. And then a third person came for like 2 seconds and I was like, okay, so they're all just trying to play with my hair. And I'm like, but it's straight right now, so I don't understand the difference. But I was like, okay, whatever. Anyway, um, but like I was saying, like I I do really want to know like about the staring. Like, is it because you want to be my friend? Do you have something to say? Like, do you want to know something about me? Because I feel like it'd be better to just come up to me and just say it than just to like stare at me like for a long period of time and then not say anything. That's just kind of like, oh, okay, then whatever. Um, it happens a lot. Like I said, it's not. No, it's pretty much like an everyday thing. But I know I moved past it. But I just always wonder. Like I wonder why it's not even just that slight stare. Like just that, and boom, whatever. Back onto my day. It's just like the longest stare ever. Um, but yeah, if anybody knows why, or if you're Japanese and you just you have a clue to what people are thinking when they see me or see anybody, I guess, that's a foreigner. Just, you know, jot that down below. Just comment on it, and I'll answer. I'm like, oh, okay. Or I would really like to know. Second, so I pretty much got an app for making friends and stuff like that. Do I really need to make friends? Yeah, I would like to. I would like to meet some new Japanese people. So far, since I've lived in Japan, it's obviously totally different from America. In America, I feel like it's a lot easier to make friends. I just feel like you could just meet somebody, and then the next day you kind of be best friends. It's kind of weird if you think about it from that kind of perspective. Like, we just started, but now I feel like I've known you for like 10 years, and then you're like best friends like the next day, and you're going everywhere. You're doing like adventures, you're singing songs together, you're like dancing. Like, I don't know, it's totally different. But in Japan, it just seems like you're more friends with like somebody that I guess you've known for a long period of time. It's not too common to make friends besides the ones that you've known like from like your high school days, your school days. And then pretty much like people that you work with is just more like what, acquaintances? You see them more, but you're just not as close as you are to your friends that you probably see like a few times a year, maybe even once a year. Maybe you call each other every once in a while. But I don't know, I just feel like it's funny that you the app will show people that basically that are on your page or whatever. So I'm like, okay. And then they'll come back like once and twice and 3 times and 4 times and 5 times. So I'm like, okay. But not really say anything. So I'm just like, I don't understand the point of coming like 5, 6 times if you're not gonna actually say anything. So that, like, basically going off of that, it's just like the same thing as in what I said number 1. It's just like, if you're going to stare for such a long period of time, it'd actually be more beneficial to me, I think, is if you actually just say something. The other day, actually, somebody said hi. They did like, thumbs up. They did some waving. But even that, I always wish, like, I actually wish you would have said more or done more than just like maybe it seems like your friends probably dare you, like, oh, he looks cool or whatever, because that's just something that you say in Japanese, like, oh, he looks cool. So it's just like, oh, but you won't talk to him or you won't say hi or whatever. And then it's more like a dare than the actual, like, I actually want to get to know him, I want to be his friend or whatever. So, then I'll just get random like this or like this, and I'm just like, okay, whatever, I'll do it back, like, but it doesn't actually go anywhere. It's just like, I don't know, I feel like it's a dare, like, you won't do it. No, I'll do it. Nah, you won't do it. No, I'll do it. And then we're doing it, I guess, because then I see it, so I'm like, okay, so I'll do it too. I'm not mean anyway, so I'm not going to be like, no. I pretty much just do it back, whatever. I'll get over it. But yeah, it's actually pretty crazy. 3, the hair thing, like I said, I guess a lot of people are into the different textures of hair. So it's actually pretty crazy for me because I've never had so many people want to touch my hair. And then, like, I work in elementary school, so it's just like, oh, I want to touch your hair. So I'm like, okay. At first I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't because it takes so long to do my hair. And then if you mess it up, then I'm going to have to redo it. It was like, and I don't really want to redo it because it takes so long. Okay, just one time, and and then you're telling kids like one time, and then they do it like 20. You're like, oh no! You're like, oh, you're ruining my hair. And then like 10 kids like, oh, he gets to do it. Can I do it? I'm like, oh no! I was like, what did I do? Should have just left it alone. Should have just walked away. Now I got like 20 kids pulling my hair. I'm like, oh no! And then I have teachers like, oh my god, we could touch his hair. I'm like, oh no. I was like, okay, please just like once and then we're good. Like, can we move on and just study English or I don't know, something else besides touching my hair for like 20 hours. So like at first I was like kind of skeptical about it because I was just like, oh, I don't want like everyone to start pulling on my hair because it just takes so long to do. I do realize that my texture hair is different from a lot of Japanese people. It's actually not too uncommon to actually see Japanese people with very kinky hair though. I've seen people that actually have like super kinky hair, like a fro, and they're Japanese, and it's not like a wig. So that's like black people aren't the only race with super kinky hair, but I guess even that they don't see it too often, not as often as black people. So maybe it's just like that one chance, like oh maybe I've seen it on TV once. I've always wanted to touch that kind of textured hair, so like this is my one shot. Oh, I'm so glad we got a black person this year to teach, or something like that. I don't really know, but it's just like crazy because just like, oh, no, please, once, oh, that's okay. So you're gonna do it 10 times, okay, okay. Um, so pretty much, just going back. I just want to like recap on like a few different things. I gave out like three. Touching my hair, like yeah, I guess if you ask, I'll let you touch my hair. um, hmm, yeah, like once, and then let's move on. Two, if you actually want to meet people, or maybe like even black people or whatever, maybe you have an interest in meeting black people or just in being friends with foreigners in general, I think it's best if you would just actually just say it instead of just like staring or just waving and doing like kind of like just things that I'm not too sure if you're trying to talk to me or if you're just daring your friends are just daring you to do it or what. But to me, I just feel like it'd be easier if you just came up and just said like, oh, like where are you from? I don't. Why are you in Japan? I guess if you really want to be friends, like, oh, let's do this. Let's go eat. Let's go out to drink. Let's have fun. Let's go to karaoke. Let's do something. I don't know. I guess more stuff that I'm used to, but I felt like maybe if I actually just said it on camera or whatever, maybe to give people helpful hints like, oh, maybe I should actually say more than not. I feel like majority of the foreigners that come here really want to make Japanese friends, so I don't think they'll be mean. I mean, why would you come to another country and be mean? That seems kind of weird or different. But I mean, I guess I really don't know everyone's intentions on why they came here. I know my own intentions, which was pretty much to learn about the culture and to learn the language. I just have an obsession with learning different languages and learning about different cultures. Um, People change. I mean, there's going to be the language everywhere you go. The language is going to be different or the same or whatever. Some people know English or whatever, but besides that, people are pretty much the same. It just depends on like the ratio of how much they are the same to people back home. Like there are people in America that are pretty much, they probably may do the staring thing because they're shy and they want to say something but they never do. But compared to maybe like Japan, it's like the gap is just huge. It's just like the only people that really talk to me would be those that I meet at school, like the kids. The kids will say a lot more after they know me. So if I haven't had the class with you yet, or if I haven't taught you yet, then you're pretty much not going to say too much. But then once you know my name, you're like, oh, Greg Sensei, and so forth. And I guess you meet me for once, or actually have class with me once, then you're more like, oh, let's do this, let's do that, let's can we touch your hair? Like, oh, or some of them actually know a bit more, so they'll ask me different questions. Sometimes they'll ask me stuff in Japanese, and I'll answer in English, and they're like, huh, and I'm just like, huh, and then I'll like even try to like give them the question in English, and then say the answer in English. Sometimes they understand. Sometimes I'll gesture it out, and they're like, oh, okay, okay. I mean, majority of the stuff is like, are you married? Do you have a girlfriend? Do you like her? And I'm like, she's like 7. Like stuff like that. Besides that, they're pretty nice. They like holding my hand. They like walking around with me and so forth. So I don't have a problem with that. I guess maybe it could just be the initial reaction. It's just like I've never seen a black person before up close. Maybe I don't know how many black people are on Japanese TV. Probably not too many. I do know the one guy that was from SoftBank. I don't think not too many other people I know. If you know any others, I'll also put that down below in the comments. But yeah, maybe that's for everybody. Besides that, like when I usually just walk around, not too many people say too much. Like I said, I'll get huge stares. But I just feel like if you actually just say something, I would. It's probably more for my peace of mind, because then I know like actually like what you want. So I'm like, oh, okay. Then yeah, you want to be friends, or yeah, you want to do this, yeah, you want to do that. Then I'm pretty much down with it. I mean, I don't mind making friends. I don't mind meeting new people. I do prefer to like meet people like obviously outside than online, because outside I can pretty much know more about your personality. I like to, like I said, I like to know that I'm talking to a good person, because I feel, or maybe I feel like I'm a good person, and I like people to treat me, and I like to treat them a certain way. So obviously more meeting in person is a lot better for me. Online is not too good, so I don't even know pretty much why I got the app in the first place. I thought it'd be pretty helpful, but now I'm kind of skeptical of it. So yeah, anyway, if you ever see me anywhere on the streets somewhere, or Tokyo, Chiba, Osaka, Kyoto, wherever, please just say hi. Don't just stare. I'm actually not that bad of a guy. I don't think so. Anyway, I'm obviously always laughing. I do notice that people stare at that a lot too, or they maybe enjoy that, or because if I'm walking around somewhere, I'm usually laughing a lot, especially if I'm with a group of people. If I'm by myself, then usually I'm probably like just humming to myself or singing. I'm listening to music because I love singing. Karaoke's my super, 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 super thing. And cooking. I like cooking and working out. Whatever. There's a lot of things I like. But besides that, yeah, I just want to get like the general message. Just like, please just say something. I'm sure a majority of foreigners actually want you to say something to them anyway, because they're probably here to actually make Japanese friends. If they have anything that they're here to do that's not in your interest, then at that point, to me, I just feel like just don't talk to them. Don't conversate with them anymore. Maybe it's an initial thing, and then you realize that you don't like them, so you kind of just shy away. I think that's okay. I mean, who wouldn't do that if if that person is not who you thought they were going to be? You don't keep talking to them. I generally will tell you, like, oh, you're doing this wrong. I'm very kind of like 100 with friends. Like, if I'm thinking it, I'll pretty much tell you. So, like, with anybody I meet, like, if you ask me a question or something like that, I pretty much tell you, unless I can't. If I can't tell you for some reason, then maybe it's just not only about me, maybe it's affecting other people, then obviously I can't tell you, because I feel like it should be, in that perspective, it should be a group thing. Like, we kind of want to tell you. But if it's kind of just a me thing, and I kind of just want to tell you, then pretty much I'll tell you. I pretty much, especially if you're a friend, if you become a friend, we'll have fun. But if you ever ask me anything, like straight to the point, I will just tell you. Like, yeah, I'm brutally honest. Yeah, I'm brutally honest. Um, but I feel like I'm a very good friend to end on like a good note. But like, yeah, I just want to say like a few things. Like I said, I kind of recapped some time ago, and then I just went on, and now I'm gonna recap again. So yeah, if you ever see me, just say hi. If you want to become friends, or you know, some cool places that I might be interested in, just let me know. I'm always pretty much down to do different things. I came here to travel too. I want to travel around Japan. I want to do a lot of different things like snowboarding, surfing. Would love to try surfing. Love to try snowboarding. Anything else, just let me know. I'm here, there, and everywhere pretty much in Japan right now, so I'm sure some of you guys will see me in the future. But until then, see you.